Hi, I'm Suzanne, and I'm going to guide you through some neck stretches here. Before we begin, I just want to caution you to take it easy. Don't overdo anything. Please approach your neck and any relief that you're looking for sensitively, gently, and with an attitude of self-care, not aggression. Although we hold a lot of tension and sometimes these muscles can feel rock hard, you're not going to get out of it by being forceful. You need to soften, relax your jaw, the inside of your mouth, let your breath be smooth and easy, and just take it easy, right? Doing more has got us into this position, and you want to just back off, do a little bit less, feel better soon, right? So let's start by our seated posture. You want to make sure that you're sitting up nice and tall. You could do this standing as well. Stand equally on your feet. Elongate up from the base of the skull. You can imagine that you have a string at the back of your part. Draw up from that place until it feels like your head is just floating on the very top of the spine. That's good. We want that. All right? So keep it nice and long on the back of the neck. No slumping posture. Relax and soften your jaw. You can close your eyes or you can keep them open with a soft gaze. Breathe. See if you can imagine that the tension in your upper back is just flowing out. Flowing out the base of the skull, flowing down the neck, flowing down the tops of your shoulders, down into the earth. So we're fluid beings. Think of all the moisture in your tissues. So keep that sense of ease, and maybe with about 20 or 30% of your effort, lift your shoulders up, shrug, up towards your ears, and then release them down. Do that again, shrug up, and release down. Nice and gentle. Again, shrug up. See if you can feel the shoulder blades gliding on the upper back. Release them back down. Keep the back of the neck long, the posture tall, and turn your head over toward one shoulder. Try to keep your chin parallel to the floor, your nose gently guiding you. So our eyes pull us in and out of the world, right? Our eyes are constantly pulling us to various places. Imagine you're looking from the back of your head. What is the back of your head is looking forward through the skull. And you can also imagine that you're turning from the back of your head. Right? So a sense of ease through the muscles of those tissues. Elongate up from the back of the neck again. Pause in the middle. And then you're going to lower your right ear towards your shoulder. This is going to soften the tissues on the left side of the neck. Try not to crunch the right side. Just let it fall gently and easily. Then you're going to bring your right hand to the left side of your head, and it's really just the weight of your hand there. Just a little gentle guide down. Take your left arm, turn that arm from the shoulder so the palm faces behind you, then bend the elbow and bring it behind your back. Gently press that hand into your back, and that'll give a nice little stretch to the left side of your chest, which is a culprit in some of our neck tension. Posture and tight muscles in the front of our torso are often contributors to the way our upper back and neck start to tense to support us. So each stretch we're holding for about 30 seconds. Go ahead and release that left arm, release your right hand, and float your head back up. Depending how much tension you have in your neck on that side, you might take a moment here and just let that resolve. Imagine that fluid nature just flowing out your neck, all the way down your arms and out. Let's do the other side. You're going to lower your left ear towards your shoulder. Bring your left hand to the right side of your head, just a little bit of weight there. Relax your shoulders. Bring your right arm out, rotate it in, and take that hand behind the back. This is optional, by the way, the chest stretch. So the opposite arm. That's optional. If that's not a move that your shoulder can easily do, you can still benefit from the neck stretch. Just try to get a shoulder, front of chest stretch some other time or some other way. Lots of ways to do that. Soft breath, soft jaw, steady, easy gaze. Release your left hand, float your head up, and release your right arm. Give that a second to resolve. You can imagine that you're a piece of seaweed floating in the ocean. Just let it be really loose and light. From there, we're going to move on to another neck stretch. This one, you're going to bring your right arm up and try to touch your own scapula, your own shoulder blade. This arm's really not doing anything, but it's bringing the shoulder blade into a position that we can stretch the muscle that connects it to our neck. So your left hand's going to come to the right side of your head again, and you're gently going to guide it over to the left. Keep your nose facing forward to begin here. And your head level. Again, remember how you lengthen the back of your neck. And then you're going to slowly turn your head down in the direction of your left hip. Breathe here. Keep any pressure on your top hand gentle, right? Just the weight. Listen to your body. Don't overdo anything. Breathe. Imagine you can lift the breath right underneath the tension and get it to dissolve with that inhale. And let it flow out with your exhale. Release your left hand first. And then lift your head up gently. Release your right arm down. Again, give that a moment to resolve. If you ever feel like shrugging your shoulders, you're welcome to do that. Do something that feels good. And then we'll do the other side. Left arm up. Try to touch your scapula, or maybe it's just the back of your head. Catch what you can catch there. Lengthen the back of your neck. Right hand to the left side of your head. Lower the right ear towards your shoulder. Pause there, keeping your nose facing forward for a moment. And then allow your head to roll down so that it's as if you're looking at your right hip here. Breathe. No slumping the lower spine, still sitting up nice and tall. Letting the pressure on your top hand be easy, just the weight. Each of these stretches about 30 seconds. Go ahead and release the top hand. And let your head float up. And release the other arm. Give that a moment. Take a breath, and as you exhale, let it fall out your mouth, side out. One more, inhale. Drop that breath all the way to your belly. Exhale it out. Good. And then let's shrug the shoulders again, and release them down. One more time, shrug them up, and release them down. All right. So then, just want to add that it's great if you can stretch your neck and chest, front of chest muscles. So you can use a wall or a doorway to actually, standing in a doorway, place your arm on that doorway and start to turn a little bit away from the doorway. I'm mimicking that here. And that'll open up the front of your shoulder and the front of your chest. And then you can turn your head either away from the direction of that chest that's stretching, or even in the same direction. It's kind of nice too. So I'm getting a stretch on the left side of my neck as I'm stretching open the right side of my chest. Just play with it, see what it does. And then you, of course, got to do the other side. I'm faking it here, but I'm actually getting a decent stretch. So your chest would turn away from that arm. Turn your head one direction or the other, you decide. I know people always like to turn away from a stretch of the shoulder, but to me, it doesn't always feel the best. I like to unwind the tension gradually, and sometimes that means facing my head in the same direction as the chest stretch. Eventually bring your head back to center and down. Good. So that concludes the neck stretches. I just want to emphasize that taking care of your posture can go a long way towards helping you relieve your neck tension in a very fundamental way. So pay attention to the way that you sit. Pay attention to the position of your shoulders. One quick way to check out how you're sitting is to bring a hand to the small of your back. So above the pelvis, but not as high as the rib cage, so the lumbar spine. And there's 5 vertebrae there, they're pretty big. And if you feel a lot of bony pressure, the back of your vertebra poking into your fingertips as you slide over, then it's probable that you're rotated onto the back of your pelvis. And you want to be a little bit actually forward. So rolling the pelvis forward is as if you were moving your pubic bone down toward the floor. And you should be able to feel the tissue change in your low back to something that's softer, a little bit more supple, not quite so bony, pressing into your fingers. So that would go for both standing and sitting. In either position, you want to bring the shoulders over the hips. If you're standing, you want the weight toward the front of your heels, not over your toes. A lot of us stand with the weight shifted too far forward. And then you want to have the shoulders rolling back and down. So an easy set for that is to lift the shoulders up just a little bit, slide them back, and then slide your arm bones down, and that plugs the shoulder blades down into the shoulder socket, as if you're kind of tucking them into your back pockets. It's a good position for them to be. Gives lots of support for the chest, opens the chest for breathing, puts your organs in the right place, and it allows the head to float into the right place too. So draw up and back from the base for the back of your head, so the head feels like it's floating on top of the spine. Soften your jaw tension, mouth tension, tongue tension contribute a lot to neck strain as well. So get in a habit of releasing your jaw, softening your tongue, letting your neck relax. Soften the muscles of your scalp and the inside of your head, and even try to soften eye tension. If you spend a lot of time in front of a computer, take eye breaks, relax. You can look away 20 feet for 20 seconds is the rule. All right, so take good care of yourself. I hope these were helpful for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me. Thank you so much.